If you're lazy and you want to sell a lot of stuff, welcome to the club. I'm also lazy and want to sell a lot of stuff. And you know what? The stuff that you're hearing about, like the easy way to make money online, is the dumbest shit ever. First of all, there's no magic prompt. Second of all, if funnel hacking worked and you were really one funnel away, we would all be gazillionaires. The real secret to making more money faster while working less is to get better, but not how you think. Like, yeah, sure, on one hand, like, practicing writing copy or something every single day for 25 consecutive years, 12 hours a day, can certainly pay off. It worked well for me. But now we've got AI, and AI can just make you better. We're going to go to a tool called ojoy.ai, and we're going to take a sales letter. And this is a sales letter that this nice lady gave me permission to use in this video. And instead of trying to funnel hack and use magic prompts and do all of that stupid shit, we're just going to make this damn thing better using this tool called ojoy.ai. And we're not even going to type. I'm going to go like this. I'm about to paste a long form sales letter for you below. I'll put it in brackets. I just want you to read it. Let me know that you understand everything that it says, and we'll pick it up from there. Cool thing about Ojoy is you don't have to type. Typing's a pain in the ass. And when you type, I don't know about you, but it takes your brain out of like creative mode, you know, and puts, especially like prompting and stuff, and it puts it in like analytical science weird mode. Mine is already in weird mode 24/7, so I don't need it to get any weirder. Okay, so here's what's going on, all right? Ojoy just read that thing, and it's analyzed the sales letter for me. This is great. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of trying to get it to write stuff, I'm going to say, please give me a complete outline of what the sales letter says. You don't have to overdo it or anything, but just give me an outline of exactly how it works. Put in a little bit of content just for context so I can, at a glance, understand what's going on in this thing. All right, the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to read the sales letter because I'm lazy. And I'll be able to, at a glance, quickly see how it's structured and if there's anything really weird about it or not. And it looks like it's following a classic direct response sales letter example, which is totally cool. That's fine. That's good. We need that. So our next little step is super simple. We go like this. This is the old getting better part. Okay, so you could either practice and practice for years and years and do this every day, all day for 25 straight years and end up being completely weird like I have become, or you could just know what questions to ask AI like this. Okay, now read through that entire letter and find every cool thing about it. I want you to look for the coolest marketing angles, the coolest, like, you know, I don't know, facts, the most interesting parts of it. Like, look for every really cool thing that we could use that could do a good job of selling this book. Okay, so I want you to find the coolest of the cool and give me a list of the most compelling things that would make somebody super interested in wanting to get this. Like, what's making this unique? What's special about it? Okay, dude, if we had to put that in a prompt, that'd be terrible, because we'd be like, well, how do we convey this and type it in a prompt and all that kind of stuff? Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. So this is what's going on now, though. So rewrite is designed to take lame copy and make it cool. So now we've got its answer here. Okay, so I'm not sure who this is for, this book. I don't have the context for it. I'm just going to take a quick glance over here. This is for people who want to sell stuff, realtors and stuff. Okay, cool. And it's told me the most compelling overall narrative is that this worked for someone starting with significant disadvantages. Okay, this is cool, all right? And they still achieved the top results by doing things differently than typical agents. Awesome. Okay, so let's just start with that. All right, and we'll say this. All right, I agree with you. Look through that letter and tell me if there are any kind of proof elements in there. You probably already told me that, but I haven't actually read everything. But look through the letter and see what sort of proof elements we can use to support that general idea. Okay, let's see. So we've got her credibility kind of stuff in here, and there we are. Okay, this is great. All right, look at that. So now we've really got a cool angle. Within 2 years of being in North America, she made it to the top 1% of all agents on their real estate board. That's amazing. So, all right, why don't you give me an outline of how you would write the sales letter? Just again, put a little bit of content in there for context. I don't want you to write the entire letter, but just give me kind of an outline of what you would put in there, and how you would say it and what the structure would be, please. Again, all we're doing is just getting better, right? If you want to have better results, be better. That's it. Copying everybody else ain't gonna make you better. That's what's happening with all this stupid funnel hacking bullshit. The answer is to get better. And we're going to use AI to get better because we're just going to ask it smart questions. Okay, here is our outline. All right, so this is a little trick that you can use regardless of what AI tool you're using, but this is all falling under the getting better category, which is just asking the right questions and knowing what to ask, and here it is. All right, so I like this. This is cool. We might want to take this into consideration. I don't know this for a fact, but I have a feeling that the people who are going to be reading this letter have been realtors for a while. They've tried everything. They're very jaded. The thing they want more than anything is to get a lot of listings. They want people coming to them, and they don't want to have to cold call, and they don't want to have to go out and chase after people. So they are typically going to be adults, older adults, well, not necessarily older, but between say 40 to 60 years old is going to be their range. And with all of this in mind, some sort of social proof is going to be really, really important. The endorsements, I don't know if they're going to matter as much, but if there are any sorts of testimonials on the letter, we should probably really emphasize those. So with that in mind, just kind of read back through it and maybe give me another outline taking those ideas into consideration. All right, so dude, again, there's no possibility that I could have written a prompt that says all of that kind of stuff, And what's amazing is Ojoy is built so it can decipher rambling redneck on 2 seconds of sleep and turn it into something that, is actually understandable and usable. Okay, cool. It re-outlined it, right? Because now, and I'm imagining this is what the market wants. I don't really know who the market is, but it's always a good idea to have a pretty solid indication of who you're writing to or who you're writing the letter for. But that's my assumption, that this is what her readers are experiencing. And I totally did not mean to hit record there. We didn't need to record that part. Anyway, what I want to do now is I'm just going to tell it one more little thing, and that is this. Okay, this is looking really, really good. I would like to address the fact that they've probably tried everything before. I don't know if we do that in the headline or in a pre-head or something, but let's just make it absolutely clear that this is specifically for people who have tried everything and they're just sick and tired of the bullshit. And let's get the fact that she went from immigrant homeschooling 3 children to top 1% in under 2 years using the exact same strategies that you're going to learn in this book. And then, boom, let's go into the social proof and everything else that you had there. So this is solid. I like this. Okay. So let's do this. Do me a favor and write the complete first section of the sales letter for me, from the pre-head all the way through the opening hook. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because notice that we haven't given it any instructions on how to sound. All right. So we can, and it can give us some options like, hey, do you want me to, sound more professional or whatever, or we could just tell it to write in a certain way. In this case, we can just tell it to write in a certain way. So I'll do this. Okay, this is great. I like the tone, I like the style. Would you please just drop it down to a 6th grade reading level for me and make it really easy to understand? I don't want to insult the reader's intelligence or anything. I just want it so it's not hard for them to read and it's just quick and easy and they get it really simply. So if you would just rewrite that first section for me again. Boom. So now we're just having that rewrite it for us there. Again, all we're doing is getting better. We could go and we could just try to copy a whole bunch of other people's stuff, but getting better is always better. All right, let's have a look here. And this is really solid. Now, obviously, we wouldn't in the real letter put pre-head and main head and stuff, headline and all of that kind of stuff. But let's compare this to what we have here. All right, so here's the one that needed to be rewritten. Okay. And if you compare it to what we've just written, clearly the copy that we've written is significantly more powerful. Now, I just wrote the first part of it. I'm not going to make you watch me write the rest of it. But if we wanted to, all I would do is I would make a copy of this, paste it in a Google Doc so I have all my little sections ready, and then I would just be like, please go on and write the next section. And you know what I'll do, man, just to do it, is I will write the whole thing and slap it in a Google Doc for you, and I can show you the last little magic trick that can make or break the whole dealio. Okay, cool. So I just kept saying yes, and it wrote the rest of the letter for me, and I just kind of slapped it in here, and forgot to delete that little part right there. There we go. And so now we've got some cool stuff in here. One would think, oh, great, we're done with the letter, and we could be done with the letter. But you know what we need in here? We need ourselves some bullet points, all right? In the original letter, where are we? Here it is. It's got some bullet points in there, I think. It does. Okay, so, hey, we need some bullet points in there. The original letter had some bullet points. They were pretty good. Give me more bullet points. Make them better than the ones that are in the original letter, but don't make anything up. So if it's not factually accurate, according to what's said in the original letter, then don't say it. But give me at least 20 bullet points. Got to have bullet points, man. Okay, so it's written some bullet points, and I'll tell you, if I actually had the book, I could get Ojoy to read the entire book, literally every word, and find a gazillion bullet points using proven bullet point frameworks and formulas and tie them back to the book pages. But right now we're just based on what we've got in the letter. So this is cool, but I don't know where to put it in the letter. Okay, these are great. Where should I put them in the letter that you wrote me? I'm going to take a copy of the complete letter and I'll paste it below in brackets and just tell me where to put these bullet points. Because why would I want to actually think for myself? Whoops. Did I break it? No, good. Okay. All right. Why would I want to have to think for myself when I could just use this tool that cost a lot of money to develop? Alrighty, so boom. Now it'll tell me where to put the bullet points. And we can still make this cooler. And we're going to make this cooler, by the way, because the answer is not being the answer is laziness, because this is really not hard. But it's not trying to come up with a magic prompt. Give me 2,000 viral hooks or whatever. That's dumb. And it's not copying everybody else. It's knowing the right questions and using the software and the technology that can help you. Okay, so here's what you'll learn. So specifically right after that part, insert all 20 bullet points here. Cool, so the old cut and paste method, extremely complicated. Now, watch this, all right? Okay, I noticed a lot of testimonials in the original letter. And I also noticed frequently asked questions in there. How can we incorporate the testimonials and frequently asked questions more in the existing letter? I'm going to paste the new letter below in brackets, and I want you to read it and tell me how to incorporate those into the letter. And again, like, please don't make anything up. We want to stay true to what the original letter is saying. Alrighty. And it told us. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to like have it put that in here because, you know, we kind of get the idea. But there is one more little trick here. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to paste the entire letter below. I'll put it in brackets. I want you to read the entire thing, like just scour this letter. And I want you to think of 10 unbelievably hard-hitting headline ideas for this. So I need headlines that follow every possible direct response formula that you're trained on. I need them to invoke curiosity. I need them to make the reader stop in their tracks so they just have to understand what this letter is about. I need them to overcome skepticism immediately. Anything you can think of that's really, really good, I want you to give me as an example headline. Do the absolute best that you can. This is actually a little two-step process, but this ends up tying the whole thing together and making it so cool. Okay, so I'll hit enter. Blam-o, kablam. I just pasted the rewritten letter again down here, and it'll come up with headlines, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. Sometimes you gotta say make them better. Okay, so I like what it's given us, and interestingly, I'm gonna mix and match here. All right, so I want my pre-head to be, where is it? All right, and then I'll hit enter here. I want to use this as the, damn it. See, this is why I like talking. Main headline. And I'm going to swipe this one. Where was it? This one was cool. Here it is. They thought I was crazy to try real estate. Forgot the T there. Okay. So they thought I was crazy to try real estate while homeschooling 3 kids. Then I hit the top 1% using this weird system. Cool. All right. So now I'm done typing. Actually, what I want you to do is take the new headline and the new pre-head, reread the entire letter that you have written, and see if we need to make any adjustments to the opening of the letter so that it better matches the headline itself, so they tie together really nicely for the reader. So go ahead and do that for me and let me know. And look, it did, and it's fucking better. It was good to begin with, but now, like, we're grabbing the reader by the throat, you know. Beautiful. Everything about this is fantastic. So in this case, I won't make you watch me do it, but I would just say, yeah, okay, keep writing the rest of it. And I would have it rewrite it piece by piece. But like one of the little tricks is, if you got the patience for it and you don't buy into the like, just give me a prompt and give me instant money, dumb assery that's being peddled out there, is that write a draft, make a headline for it, and then be like, all right, let's make this thing cooler. Because none of this shit we just did was hard. You know what's hard? It's trying to copy other people. This is easy. We're just talking to AI. It's simple. So anyway, the tool is called ojoy.ai. The specific feature we were using today is called a rewrite. We got other features in here as well. If you want to try it, you can. Try it for me. It's mine. I had it made for my own personal use, and then I decided to sell it because I like money. Okay, hopefully you found this helpful. Get out there, have some fun, help some people, write some good copy, enjoy your life. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.